Just north of the White Mountains, Jefferson, New Hampshire is home to about 1,000 residents. It's well known for the amazing views, good hiking trails, and yes, Santa's summer home.
There couldn't be a better match as far as towns go between Jefferson and Santa's Village.
Jim Miller is one of Santa's helpers here at Santa's Village. The theme park has been attracting families since it opened up in 1953, featuring rides and activities with a Christmas theme.
Carousel is always a blast. The train ride is always great. Our log flume is a big hit here in the summertime. There's so many rides, and they're all oriented for kids and adults to share together.
How popular does this get on a hot day?
Oh, it's as popular as you might imagine.
Over the years, they've expanded to include this water park. And in June of 2024, they opened the Midnight Flyer. The roller coaster recreates what it's like to fly with Santa's reindeer. How fast does this new roller coaster go?
It goes just fast enough.
Those reindeer are impressive. Many in town also love to fly down to the Water Wheel Breakfast and Gift House, a dining institution run by husband and wife Kevin and Tricia Arakelian for the last 25 years.
It started as just a sugar house. You're actually sitting in the original sugar house.
It was in 1939, original owner Harvey Webster put in a water wheel to help power his maple syrup operation. And it still sits here today, a sort of road sign for customers who come here for breakfast and lunch.
You know, we're close to campgrounds, we're close to hiking areas, we're close to Santa's Village.
Today, this unique dining spot is known for their massive pancakes and a St. Patrick's Day special that became a permanent part of the menu.
It's called the Hooligan, and it's cornbread, hash, 2 poached eggs, and hollandaise sauce on it.
You can also peruse their gift shop filled with New Hampshire products, including their homemade fudge we just had to try.
So what flavor is this?
Peanut butter chocolate.
Peanut butter chocolate.
That is the most popular one I have. I sell and make twice as much of that as anything else.
And I can see why.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
While this is a sweet stop for tourists, turns out Jefferson once had a more unusual tourist attraction.
Did Jefferson become known as a summer destination?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
We met up with Joe Marshall, president of the Jefferson Historical Society. He says in the 1800s, Jefferson was attracting wealthy tourists who spent their summers here.
Jefferson had six train stations. We actually had 9 schools at one point in time.
It was in July of 1885, a local resident named Oscar Stanley was finishing his new home with a few others when they heard a loud noise.
And he looked outside, and there was a 30-foot wall of mud and logs descending on his farm. And he hollered for everybody to run.
The famous Cherry Mountain landslide crushed his home and killed one farmhand. When word got out, tourists flocked to the scene.
For the rest of that summer, there were tourists. It was a major, major tourist attraction. There would be up to 3,000 people a day visiting that landslide site.
The scar of that old landslide is still visible today. Travelers also came to Jefferson to visit the hotels. The largest, the Wambach Hotel, once sat on the main road in town.
This would be Route 2 or Presidential Highway as we know it today.
It's a dirt road there.
The famed Wambach would attract people from large cities who would travel here by train. Families would spend entire summers here in the suites or in a series of cottages on the grounds.
By the 1890s, it would be considered a grand hotel, which the area had a number of them, and that was its heyday.
In 1895, the Waumbec tried something new. They added a golf course to the amenities. Today, the hotel is gone, but you can still see some of the old Waumbec cottages which survived the years. And you can still play the famous Waumbec Golf Course, billed as the oldest golf course in New Hampshire.
We wanted to create a nice space for the community, and this place has such incredible history. We wanted to honor that and to help bring it back.
David and Sarah Hill are part of an investment team who restored the Waumbec Golf Course after it was closed for a couple of seasons. They also built a new clubhouse where visitors can take in stunning mountain views.
This whole building, we've got a pro shop, we've got a bar, we've got the restaurant, and we're going to have an event tent. We already have our first wedding booked.
You can dine in the restaurant, Fenn's Way, named after the famed golfer Arthur Fenn, or tackle the same 18 holes generations have played before.
It's a historic course. It's kind of a links style. We have a fair amount of fescue grass, which penalizes errant shots. Par 71, 18 holes, but absolutely spectacular views of the presidential range and Franconia Notch from almost every hole.